So we're here in Penitente Canyon with my buddy Len Necefer, and we're gonna do some climbing and do some cooking. Len asked me to make some beef, and what I got is a big 5-pound chuck roast that I've been smoking all morning. But before we dive into the beef, why do you need this beef? What do you have in store for us?
We're gonna make some enchiladas and some calabacitas, which are both traditional foods from this area. So gonna give a little taste and actually some real green chili.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Sounds good. I'm excited, and I know you don't like Colorado green chilies, but I do have something special for you later from some Colorado green chilies.
I'll keep an open mind.
Bring it back over to the table. Whoa, you all right? Gonna do is take some beef broth. Get out. And pour some around here. Put it back in for another. I'm gonna wrap it real tight. Multiple layers here. What do you think about getting some pitches in before this thing is fully done cooking?
I've been waiting for you to say that, man. So
all right, let's go.
Yeah. I have a couple in mind.
Sick. Yeah. I mean, hey, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I think you got it.
I don't know if we would be able to get them on film though.
Yeah. We are done enough. And I've never actually cooked a chuck like this before.
Now the truth comes out.
That's it. What do you think?
Gonna make calabacitas. You started working on the garlic, so we're gonna use some of that for the calabacitas, which is gonna be a mix of zucchini, squash, onions, green chili, corn. And then with the enchiladas, we'll of course use the corn tortillas, get those fried up a little bit, add our cheese, add our beef, and then let it cook on the stove for a bit. So this red chili sauce is a little bit of mix of mild and a little bit of hot. So I think we'll get somewhere in between. But we'll use that in the enchiladas.
Okay. If we were like a super pro cooking show, like all this would have been diced before, but we're learning here.
So the biggest mistake I see people making with corn tortillas is that they're actually not fully cooked when you get them like this.
Really?
You got to cook them
a little bit.
Yeah, before you eat them.
Like if this is kind of like a New Mexican lasagna.
Exactly.
Is that basically my?
Exactly.
Sick. I love lasagna.
So I'm heating up the tortillas mainly to get some pliability, changes of flavor a little bit, and we'll be using these tortillas as the layers in the New Mexican lasagna. as much as that
kills you.
No, but it's such a good analogy.
How did you learn how to cook this dish?
From my mom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You have tongs if you want tongs.
You know, they call it New Mexican, but a lot of this is just indigenous roots, like tamales are like a type of food that we eat a lot, and you know, lots of variations of corn and beans and.
So I'm cooking onions down in olive oil and a little onion and garlic and
Cumin.
Cumin, yes. And then I think we're gonna add the zucchini and corn. and hatch, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
The green chilies.
And remind me once again the name of this dish.
Calabacitas.
Calabacitas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a simple side dish. It's onions, garlic, and the zucchini squash, hatch green chili, and corn.
Sweet.
And it's just a real simple side dish. And sometimes people add it to the enchiladas or have it on the side.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I'm adding some corn to the calabacitas. I keep spacing the name.
So yeah, cotija cheese, that version's like kind of like feta. It's a little more crumbly,
I like it.
a little
It's
more salty.
Yeah,
Oh, that looks good.
this looks good.
It's kind of like a mozzarella cheese. It's melty, it has kind of a unique flavor. You know, of course you can always use the cheese that you like, but these are always just, I like to say, adds a better flavor. But so we're gonna add oil to this pan, just really just to like help it, so the tortillas don't stick as much. But we'll layer these tortillas up, just making sure we want to cover the sides and the base, and then we'll add our first layer of filling, the beef, the corn, the cheese, and then some of our red chili sauce kind of within it, and then add a second layer. And I don't know how many layers we'll get out of this, but I think we'll be able to do at least 2. And I'm gonna add a little bit of corn. Since we have it, it's not a bad idea. Some people might cringe at what I'm doing, but it's okay.
If you like enchiladas. I don't know the rest of the song.
Climbing in the rain.
Oh,
Climbing.
in the wind.
So we got this chili, it looks really good. And generally what I do is I just add a little, and then really we'll be adding a lot to the top.
To the top, okay.
So we're adding the chili on top to this first layer. Not too much, we're gonna save some for the top. But just getting it, you know, kind of a little bit hydrated. Looking real profesh.
Whoa, looks like you've done this before.
I know.
So this is the top.
This is the top.
So do you need more cheese for the top? Or
We could, I think we can throw that
the
the cotija like at the end. It is looking real good. I'm about to add the green chili. So we added red chili on this one. They're the same chili. It's just this is picked a little bit earlier and that's picked a little bit later. They do have different flavors. So those red chilies are air dried. And so if you ever drive through New Mexico, you'll see these things called chili ristras, which are, you know, these kind of hanging set of chilies that are dried. People use them ornamentally, but historically that was used to dry them so you could turn them into a powder. And they last longer.
Oh! Close call. We're good. We are good, Len. Let me just grab this for you. You only had one beer. I was just about to make your cocktail. Okay, Len, I got a surprise for you.
Oh God.
Well, I knew we were cooking New Mexican style food,
Okay.
and I was like, we should do a New Mexican style cocktail. So I went down this rabbit hole. I found this stuff. Ancho Reyes Verde, chili poblano from
Sick.
Mexico. It's pretty good.
Sick.
When I was at the liquor store, I found this stuff.
Ancho poblano.
But look at this.
Oh, whoa.
Hatch
Liqueur.
chili. Liqueur. Start 2 ounces of whiskey. We are going to do a 1/2 ounce of the Ancho Reyes Verde Poblano liqueur. We are going to do roughly a 1/4 ounce of the Falernum. Am I saying that right? I might not be. And just a dash of the sherry.
What does the sherry add to the mix?
It adds that like raisiny, earthy tone. Yeah, kind of like the dirt that you really, like
Yeah.
It's like,
And it's sweet.
And it's sweet,
Yep.
yeah. So the sweetness of that kind of really kind of balances out the little bit of spice that the poblano liqueur has, and kind of like the cut of the bourbon a little bit, and whiskey, some bourbon. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. This is like 10 hours in the making. I mean, I woke up at 7:30 this morning and started smoking the beef, and then that took way longer than we'd expected. And it just, the thing about camp cooking is it's a little more complicated than normal. It's windy. It's kind of like things are a little harder. It's not like you're in the home kitchen where you're like comfortable and have all your stuff. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I think the smoked meat really gives it a really cool flavor, because otherwise it's just kind of like flavor. Yeah, chili flavored.
But the calabacitas is kind of like a little bit more refreshing and like.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here. This was awesome. This was super cool to learn, about native cuisine, about New Mexican cuisine, about enchiladas. It's like tastes great. I think I'm gonna like add this to my like repertoire of cooking. I mean, it's awesome. Like, how could you not? Yeah. So I just want to say again, thanks again for coming.
Cheers, dude.
Cheers. Yeah.
Always. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Cute take.